Hey guys, so we are here in Bali and I went to some co-working spaces and I asked digital nomads what they do for a living and why they chose Bali. So check it out. Hey guys, I'm here with
Mohammad Ali.
Mohammad Ali. Nice to meet you,
Nice
brother.
to meet you.
Like the boxer, yeah?
Like the boxer.
And
Exactly.
where are you from, brother?
I'm from France,
Okay.
Bordeaux, and I was born in Morocco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have two nationality, France and Morocco.
How long are you now here in Bali?
Since 2 months. It's my first time that I come to Bali like digital nomad, I have just 2 weeks against.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just 2 weeks and then maybe I will come in Dubai after.
Or do you want to go to Dubai?
Yes, in 22 October.
Okay.
I will go in Dubai to stay 2 months too.
Oh, okay.
And of course, I will come back in Bali.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
What do you do for work?
For my work, I have two activities.
Okay.
Two activities. The first, I form salespeople.
Okay.
I form sales. I form several person in soft skills and leadership and sales skills.
Okay, okay.
And for my second activity, I am a head of sales.
Okay.
Independent head of sales for several companies.
Oh, okay. So you are teaching people how to sell
Yes.
online or also offline?
No, just online.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And how did you learn it? Did you study something?
Yes, I have a master in negotiation.
Master in negotiation. Oh, okay.
Yes, in business development. I always loved skills psychology and human skills,
Okay.
relationship
Yeah.
skills. And after I start like a closer
Okay.
for several company online, just online. I always work online, and after I decide to manage and form other size people because I had a beautiful result.
Okay.
So I start to manage and form, and after decide to create a school,
Okay.
online school,
Oh, okay.
just to form a closer, to be a head of sales.
Oh, okay. So you have an online school or online university for
Yes.
people who want
To be closer.
learn how to sell online.
Exactly.
How much money do you make in average monthly? Can you talk about that?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
Okay, all right.
So for my first business,
Okay.
that I form salespeople, between 50,000
Okay.
euro to 30.
That's very good, man.
And for the second activity, like a head of sales, 20,000 too.
When did you knew that you want to do your own
Yes.
thing? Like,
A beautiful question because I come in France at 10 years.
okay,
And so my education was in Morocco.
Okay.
And I was very younger and I always loved to sell,
Okay.
I always loved to sell and I worked with my father in
Okay.
his little company, and it started very younger.
so your father already had a business, and so
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
kind of thing I want to do.
Yes, exactly.
Are you going to plan to stay in Bali? If yes, why not?
At the first, France is, I love this country, it's
Okay.
my country. But it's not the same. Here you can feeling very good all the time. The weather is beautiful. So people are very good, very nice people, very friendly. It's cheap.
Oh, okay.
You can meet a lot of people from several countries, like
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I love Bali and I think I will come back here for a long time.
So
yes.
your plan is to stay here long term. You mentioned that you want to go to Dubai this month.
Yes.
Why not Dubai? Why Bali?
For now, I am just a digital nomad. I don't have a country where I will stay for 1 year.
Oh, okay.
I like moving, I don't take a decision for the city where I will pass a lot of time. So
Okay.
for now, I try a lot of people and visit a lot of people,
Are you often here at this co-working space, or are you often at co-working spaces?
Okay, no, it's my first.
Your first
my
time?
first, and I decided to come back here because I love the energy.
Oh, okay.
You can chill, you have a swimming pool, you
Yeah.
can work, you can order food, you can feeling very well, so it's good. I don't try other co-working.
What do you think about the people here in Bali? Did you met like-minded people who also do maybe business, or what's your experience with that?
I don't meet a lot of digital nomad
Okay.
people, but it's a chance because you can meet a lot of people from everywhere. So it's always a good experience.
Last question would be, where do you see yourself in 5 years or maybe 10 years?
Yes, for my yes, maybe a family because I have 28 years, but it's not my priority.
Oh, okay.
I am focused on my business for
Oh,
now.
okay.
So for now, just develop my business
Oh, okay.
and visit a lot of country.
All right, that's it. Thank you very much, Mohammad Ali.
Yes,
Nice
thank
to
you
meet you.
too.
Okay, guys, I'm at the co-working space BeWork, and I just met Joachim.
What's up?
Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for asking me.
Where are you from?
I'm born and raised in Belgium.
Okay.
My mom is Belgian, my dad is Nigerian, but my dad moved to the US, so he lives in Houston, Texas.
For how long are you now here living in Bali?
So I arrived 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
It was always my dream, like 6 years I've been dreaming of going to Bali, and I'm just grateful to finally be here.
So your first time here?
First time, like everything is totally new and I'm still like exploring.
How do you do it with money?
I think that's a very interesting question. When I was young, my first business was an iPhone on repair business, like iPhone repair business on demand. It's like the Uber for iPhone repair, right? And I really liked that. That was my first business, but I realized really quickly, like, oh, if I want to like travel the world more, it's a very hard business to do so. And then I noticed, like, okay, if I want that lifestyle that I dreamed about, I need to change something in my business. So then I was like looking around, and I saw like people like Iman Gadzhi, Stephen Bartlett, Gary Vaynerchuk. They all did something with social media. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. And then actually I bought like a course of Iman Gadzhi, and then I started a social media advertising agency.
Okay.
And the cool thing is I could do it from anywhere in the world because I just need internet, a laptop, and I could start working. And then I started it, but then I met my ex-girlfriend and she had a full-time job.
Oh,
so now I couldn't travel, you know? So then together we also started an online brand, like an e-commerce brand where we sell jewelry. Then after 6 months it made enough money so that we could travel together. So that's actually how I make money online.
And you say ex-girlfriend, is it not your girlfriend?
No, we
anymore?
broke up while traveling.
Oh, okay. So you still have the company with the jewelry, or?
Yeah, the jewelry company, we didn't know what to do with it, like because there was a lot of emotional baggage towards it as well. But then recently I decided, like, you know what, it's actually a very nice brand and I really want to still do something with it. So now I'm just trying to see how I can manage both the agency and the jewelry brand.
How is the jewelry industry? Is it hard to sell?
It's the most competitive industry there is. So you have to know, like, my agency scales e-commerce brands.
Okay.
So I have the knowledge of scaling an e-commerce brand. And then I remember when we started the jewelry brand, I was like, oh no, not jewelry, because I know how competitive it is, how difficult it is, because it's so easy to start. So many people have a jewelry brand, but there are only a few of them that really succeed. But then I was like, if I really say I'm as good as I am, I should be able to make it successful, right? I thought, like, it's also good for the agency to show, like, look, this is the most competitive market or niche, and I still made it successful. But it is very hard, yeah.
And your social media agency,
Yeah.
are you scaling small businesses, or what are you doing?
Yeah, we have like different types of clients. So some clients are doing around 10K to like 50, 60K, and we try to scale them to higher numbers. But we also have clients that were doing 5K a month and are now doing like 100K a month, like just because we started working with them. It's always a little bit different, but I think the best situations are always like brands that have a lot of potential, that didn't really try a lot of advertising, and where it's like, okay, the product is proven, people like it, people are happy with it. Now we just have to make sure that we can reach more people and hit the right messaging so they can start buying as well.
And nowadays, what's the biggest platform to scale a business? Is it TikTok, Facebook, or which one?
I would say it really depends of the brand.
Okay.
For example, for most of the brands we work with, Facebook and Instagram is still the best, most stable platform. But for example, for our jewelry business, TikTok was 80% more efficient than Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, okay.
So it really depends of the brand. We also have like one brand that's also like sells mystery boxes. That also goes really well on TikTok. So yeah, it depends of your demographic a little bit and your product as well.
Why did you left Belgium, and what did you do before?
I think I felt the urge to travel. I don't know why. I think it's like a little bit inside of me, and I think also I wanted to explore different cultures and see where I feel home the most. Because at this moment I have no idea. There are a few countries that I sometimes go to that I feel like, oh, actually I really feel connected with this culture or with this country, but it was more of an urge that I felt inside that I wanted to like see do something different. It was always like a kind of a dream. I think that's about it for, it's like I don't really see myself living in Belgium. Like my family's there of course, and I would sometimes go back to see my family, but I think I'm still exploring and to see what fits best with my personality.
And where did you felt most at home? In which country?
I love Thailand. Actually, I love Asia. I don't know, like people are just so nice, their culture is so nice, and everybody has like such a good heart, which I really like. It's like more community based, everybody wants the best for each other. So far I love that, but in all honesty, I haven't been to Africa a lot, I haven't been to Latin America a lot. So I think that's why I have to start traveling more to like also explore their cultures and see what fits best for me.
How does your average working day look like?
I think it really depends of in which country I am, but like the most important thing for me is like my morning routine, because when you're traveling sometimes, you know, like you're in a different environment, so it's like really important to have a stable thing. So right now I wake up at 6, I do my meditation, I do my affirmations, I take a shower, prepare myself, I come at the office here at B-Work at 6:30, I work until like 12:30, I eat something, lunch, maybe with somebody that I meet here. Then I continue working until like 5. Then I go home, take like 30 minutes for myself, and then I go to the gym, go back home. And most of the time I try to at least take 1 hour at the end of the day to just like work on myself personally, like inner work, because like sometimes it's easy to forget myself, you know, like because you're always like focused on the business and trying to grow the business. But at the end of the day, it's like you are also a little bit the business, so the better you take care of yourself, actually also the better you're taking care of your business.
What do you like here in Bali? What's special here?
Honestly, I have only seen Canggu, so my perception of Bali is still like very narrow. I feel like I haven't really connected with Bali itself, because if you're here in Canggu, it's actually all expats and digital nomads. So it's like I just love the community and meeting like-minded people, but compared to Thailand, like I also miss that interaction with local people, but people also told me that I should expand out of Canggu, of course, if I want to experience that.
Oh.
But so far so good. Like food is very affordable and very nice. Everyone is very nice that I met here so far, and people are very approachable in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Like it's very easy to talk to somebody, like you just talked to me and we just had a short conversation. And I feel like in different countries it's not always like that.
And if you are talking about the people here are kind of on that pathway, can you talk more about that?
Yeah, I think it's just so nice. Like for example, when I lived in Belgium, of course, most of the people that I saw would just have a regular 9 to 5, you know, and it's sometimes a little bit more difficult to relate with the problems that I'm facing or the problems they're facing, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that, because like everybody has their own path, but it's also just more enjoyable if you meet and interact with people that understand your struggle, that understand your problems, and where you can also like exchange information and help each other, you know. And I think that's like a very beautiful thing, and I also feel people are very open to helping each other here.
Okay. And most people you met here, are they also digital nomads?
I think 90% of the people I've met so far are digital nomads. Also, I don't know why 50% of them are Dutch. So I don't know, like there are a lot of people from the Netherlands here, but it's also sometimes nice because that means I can speak my own language as well. Yeah, I think that's about it.
What are your plans for the next 5 to 10 years?
Oof, I have no idea.
I mean, would you like to live this kind of lifestyle long term?
Okay, lifestyle-wise? No, I think after a while I want to settle somewhere.
Okay.
It's like if I'm thinking about having kids, I want at least for them to have like maybe the first 5 years to be pretty stable. So I think it's also for me like trying to explore like what that location is going to be. But I think like now that I don't have any kids, that I'm not married, I think now is the time to do this so that afterwards I don't have any regrets about that.
What would you tell people who also would like to get into this kind of lifestyle, becoming digital nomad, and maybe also found a social media agency?
Yeah, I would say the first thing you have to do is just be strategic about what kind of business you want to start. If you want to start a business, you can also have like a remote job, which is also 100% cool, right? Like I met people that have remote positions and they can work from anywhere and they still work for a company. But I would just be very strategic about it. So first look for a job that is maybe remote, and if you really want to start a company, and I don't think it's for everybody, but if you feel like that urge of being an entrepreneur is for you, then I would say like, okay, look into business models that you can do from anywhere. maybe it's common sense, but like I started my first business doing something totally different because I didn't think about that. And then if they wanna start something, I would just say like buy a course from somebody that already did it, because it will just like save you so much time. Somebody that can just show you the blueprint, like this is the steps that you have to take to in order to like successfully build something like this. Then you just got to do it. You just have to take the actions and just know that it's going to be difficult the first 6 months. I would say from the mistakes that I maybe made, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Give yourself some time and just continuously trying to improve yourself.
You bought a course of Imangazzi. I mean, I also would like to buy courses, but I'm afraid of not getting scammed, but that people are selling a course where the informations are also on the internet and you can search them by yourself together, but
It's a very valid point. The question is just, do you have the time to search for all these things? If so, yeah, sure, do that. You know, like I wouldn't invest in something if I didn't have the money for it. You know, like everything I've learned in the beginning was always everything on YouTube. And it was only after that that I said like, oh, there's so many different people saying different things. I just want to follow one person's strategy. But the other way works. Like I've met people that didn't buy any course and just learned everything on YouTube, so that it's 100% possible. And I think the most important thing is like you get out of it what you put into it. Like just watching the course is like just reading a book. If you don't apply the things, nothing is going to happen. Then you just have all the knowledge, but you're not doing nothing with it, you know?
Thank you very much, Joachim.
You're very welcome.
Nice to meet you, man.